Up. I am up. Hey Yami. Hey Izuku. Oh yeah, today, is probably gonna be a short stream. I'll try to get to the route as fast as I can. Also, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be reading a lot of the dialogues. We'll see. We do have guests in the house, so I'm kind of a bit quiet. So yeah. 45 stream streak. Hey, congrats. Yeah. We're gonna take a new route, and I'll try to get to his main part of the route as fast as I can. Because I would like the stream to be a little more shorter this time because it is really hot right now, so I am really not comfortable with the temperature right now at home. Don't worry, we can read it instead of if we can understand. We'll see, I guess. I'll just have to try. Also, it's gotta be a lot of barking in the background because we have guests in the house. Alan Capoletto, hi. Welcome over there in the YouTube chat. Hey Spencer, Asian wing sauce. Have a great day, VN streaming. We'll be lurking muted at work. Okay. Yeah, hey Asian wing sauce, how you doing? Yeah, let's speak it. I hope you have a good stream, yeah. Again, we're gonna be skipping a lot. Yeah, we're gonna be skipping a lot of things that we read already. Oh. CM Rosa, hi. Welcome to the stream.
この遊園地のことをよく知ってもらわないといけないね。
Hi, I'm you, and are you good? Yeah, I am. Okay, this is chapter 1 now. Okay, let's skip everything that I've read. No, I'm okay. I think that's still the same.
それは目覚める可能性が。
Okay, yeah. Mini game. Nope.
準備はいいかい？大丈夫、上手だよ。そのまま続けて。いい調子だね。
There we go.
集中。最後に魔法が中。
Yep.
やっぱり君は最高の魔女だよ。
Let's see which route you're gonna pick this time. I mean, I think we've decided last week already. let's skip those. I've read already. I've read a lot of these already. It's been this is the third route now. Okay. Since we're going through Crier's route, he's the juggler. So he's usually at the fountain. So we're going to the fountain. Yes, I forgot since I got too busy with busy last week. That's fine. But yeah, we're going for his route this time. So this dialogue is gonna be new. I spotted Crier at the fountain, putting on his juggling act. The park had only been open for minutes, but a large crowd had already formed.
メルシー、見てくれてありがとう。今日最初のパフォーマンスはこれで終わりだ。
So is he taller than our MC? Probably at the same height. Rosa, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you're asking how to be a VTuber, you need a model, like, I don't know. You need to like buy a model or have someone make one for you.
また後で別のを披露するから、よかったら遊びに来てくれ。
Crier grabbed his things, waved goodbye to his fans, and caught my case as he was leaving. Right, he wasn't really that nice to us at first. His expression changed in an instant.
なんだよ、俺に用事か。
I'm only here to watch. The director asked me to tour the park.
だったら他へ行けよ。俺のパフォーマンスは終わったところだ。
I'd be interested in seeing what goes into it, though. Where are you off to next?
別にどこだっていいだろう。
Make sure the model is also cheap and affordable and isn't glitchy. I mean, there are a lot of affordable models now. There are those customizable ones as well. Though the customizable ones are gonna be a lot more expensive, but yeah. So yeah, but I think the word you're looking for is fiction, not fake. It just has their differences in meaning. This isn't going very well. He really must not like me. It was nothing like this to his audience. I racked my brain for anything I might have done to offend him, but nothing came to mind.
まあ、ついてきたいっつうなら好きにしろよ。作業が地味すぎて幻滅しても知らねえけどな。
So I can go with you?
いいとは言ってない。勝手にしろって話だ。
Okay, if I remember, this guy is like probably almost the same age as the MC. I mean, see, VTubers are just human beings behind the model. I'm still a human being behind this model. That's always been a thing for VTubers. Especially there's one streamer that uses two models, one for the head and the other for the body. Yeah. Alright, he's a tsundere. Right. So does that mean I can shadow him? I'm confused.
おい、行くぞ。ぼさっとしてんなよ。次の準備があるんだからな。
Well, it's a model. What you're seeing on the screen is a model. That is a VTuber model. That's a relief. At least he doesn't hate me. Oh, so there's gonna be dramatic route. I have my theories on his route, but we'll see as it goes. I tailed Crier as he performed all throughout the park. Okay. Yeah, I've been all over, but were still so many other places to see.
見学は順調かい？
Oh, hey, Hugo. The game is called GENSOU MANÈGE. It's an otome game, visual novel. I think I've seen about half of the park now.
じゃあ一息つ
Oh
い
wait,
た
have
ら
I
どうか
read
な？
this? I think I've read this. Yep, I've read this, so I can just skip this. We don't wanna be in the common route for too long. Let's just say well done. Since we're not going for Sergey. Okay, we're on chapter 2. See, a little warning. Please refrain from like sending too many of the same message. That could be considered spamming. If you're gonna say something, please just send it once. I can see your chat just fine. It was the morning of my second day working at the Reve. Have I actually read this? Nope, I've read this already, so it skips. Okay. Okay, we're outside with Crier. Yep, we eating sweets. Oh, okay. And then save this. So last time I think we only talked about the tart, but I don't think that gives him a point. So, let's, mention other sweets. He is into sweets. I know a place that serves good macarons.
ああ、マカロンか。あれもうまいよな。
I can take you there sometime if you'd like. They really are delicious.
お前、アップルタルトよりマカロンの方が好きみたいだな。
I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
別に責めてるわけじゃねえよ。いいんじゃねえの？マカロン。
Okay. Oh.
今度その店教えてくれよ。アップルタルト以外は詳しくないんだ。
His expression softened just a little.
ずっと気になってたんだけどさ。
Good game you're playing. Have a nice day. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for, being here. Yeah, if you were joking, yeah, just don't do it again. Like, this will sound harsh, but I don't really care if you're an influencer or not. If you're not a VTuber or not. Yeah, just don't spam the chat. Even if it's just for jokes, just don't. Very quickly change the
お前の
subject.
喋り方、どうにかなんねえのか？まと先輩に反論する気か？
Yeah.
だから敬語やめろって。あと俺のことはクリエって呼べ。同い年だってクララも言ってたしな。
Oh yeah. So they are the same age. So he is like around 17.
そうだ、それでいい。敬語は聞いてて疲れるんだよ。
It this does mean we're closer, doesn't it? Or am I just wearing him out? Took the last bite of my dessert. Okay. Mean sweets are nice. The only thing I spam is emotes. I mean, that's fine. I think this is now something I've read, yeah. And I think it's minigame time. Go teenage romantic drama route. Hey. I skipped it. No, let's not skip. I would like to do the minigame. Like, the minigame doesn't really matter, it doesn't really do anything, but it's a nice little minigame. I like it.
おい、諦めんなよ。いいか、集中だ、集中。その調子だ。よし、決めた。頑張ったお前になんかおごってやるよ。
I wonder if I'm getting any better. You are, don't worry about it, MC. Oh, hi Leon. Oh. No, I don't think so. Okay, chapter 3. 6 days had passed since I began working at the Reveille. It's been a week. In game. We're clearly not going for his route, so doesn't sound like you. Oh yeah, now I remember you streamed last week when you're at the end. I left because it's last Simbang Gabi. Really forgot about that. Yeah, just fine. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this one. We're not in his route. not right now. I know his route is unlocked, but not yet. Okay, and then I think this should finish chapter 3. Yep, chapter 4, here we go. Okay, anything after this is now new. So I'm actually gonna be reading a number of it. Yeah, that's that. I emerged from the storeroom, the cleaning of which had taken the better part of the day, and stretched. Today marked a full week since I begun working for the Reveille. Almost 30 minutes and we're now on chapter 3. I mean, that's it. It's just skipping. Junkbot the hero, hi. Welcome to the stream. And met the staff, greeted guests, and even used my brand new powers to help prepare the manège. So many firsts and also fast. Time really has flown. Oh, sun's setting. I need to go see our guests off. The flow and rhythms of the park were becoming my own. One step at a time, I was truly finding my place among the refugees. I still can't believe I'm really working at an amusement park. Even so, the fact that I'm working toward awakening my magic to free its captives. That was why Monsieur Hugo had hired me. After all, powers were still in their infancy though. They were locked away, sleeping with my memories from 7 years ago. I had a long way to go before I could use them to help everyone, but I would one day. Although the responsibility was a heavy one, it made me happy to be needed. It made me happy to be able to use my magic for good like my mother had. Oh yeah, there's gonna be dogs barking. Dogs are gonna be barking a lot on my end. We have people in the house, so yeah. I'm certainly coming around despite how confused I was when I first got the job offer. I'm glad I accepted. Hard work's just beginning and my magic's only part of it. The elderly woman and her granddaughter exited the park hand in hand. Once they were out of sight, I heaved a sigh. With that, the park was closed. Clara came out of the ticket booth and patted me on the shoulder. Hi there on the YouTube chat.
挨拶いい感じだったわね。笑顔も良かったし、とても落ち着いていたわ。
Thanks, that means a lot coming from you. The words of a veteran carried more weight than my own petty self-assurances.
最初はすごく緊張しているように見えたけど、あっという間に慣れたみたいね。あなた、この仕事に向いてるんじゃない？
You think so? That's thanks to our guests, I'm sure.
お客さんの？
Clara tilted her head. Seeing how much they have fun here, all their smiles, it just melts all my tension away.
確かにそうね。
Then again, they wouldn't be smiling in the first place without all of you, so maybe it's thanks to you guys. I definitely owe you, Clara, that's for sure.
え？私？
She pointed to herself, eyes wide.
私、あなたと一緒に仕事をすることってあまりなかったと思うけど。
No, but you took time out of your day to help me get my feet on the ground. I really appreciate it. Everything I knew about the staff and my responsibilities, she had taught me. Being the same age had clearly helped grease the gears. Okay, so there's two people who are the same age as the MC. Clara and Crier. I'm also seeing a similar appearance on the two though. Hey Tatsuya. I consider her a friend and respected her as a co-worker.
そんな。褒めたって何も出ないわよ。
The blush on her face said otherwise. I'm excited to keep working with you.
こちらこそ。
I gave a light bow, which Clara returned. Our eyes met when we looked back up. We both grinned.
なんだか息がぴったりね、私たち。
We kind of are. We made our way back into the park. Me to my magic practice and Clara to her tent.
これから魔法の訓練なんて、一日仕事をした後に偉いわね。
Just doing my job. Plus, the sooner I can free everyone, the better. There was no telling how it'd be before my magic would awaken entirely. At the same time, though, Monsieur Hugo and the others had surely waited long enough.
意気込んでくれるのは嬉しいけど、無理はしない
Tomorrow's
よう
the
にね。
31st. I hope I don't accidentally sleep through the new year. I'm gonna be up for a while. I mean, that's always been something I do. I actually stay up really late for New Year as well. Like the same as Christmas. Well, tomorrow is gonna be a something because I'm gonna be raiding with John, Kana, and Dean in FF14. Also, I'm cooking something in the game. You'll see what I was cooking in FF14 tomorrow.
たまには早めに帰って寄り道でもして息抜きした方がいいわよ。
Clara, look at me for a word with a worried frown.
私がここにとらわれてなければ仕事帰りにカフェにでも誘って息抜きさせるんだけどな。
She jumped and held her hand up to her mouth.
ごめん、今の言い方じゃ早く解放しろって言ってるようなものよね。
Dang, stream tomorrow? Yeah. It's okay, I understand. As I left Clara's lips, she looked out at the sunset, a little forlorn.
私ね、ちょっと憧れてるのよ。友達と仕事帰りにカフェでお茶をしておしゃべりしたりするの。この町に来てせっかくあなたっていう友達ができたのに悔しいわよね。
That is sad, though. Going to cafes and stopping for tea with Clara does sound fun. But that can't happen while she's trapped in the riviera. Everyone's starved of trivial pleasures. My normal everyday life was a daydream to Clara. We need to help them as quickly as possible. I hope I'm not too busy
せめて
tomorrow.
あの鎖がもう少し長ければ。
You're likely gonna be busy
Nozomi ga
preparing
atta
for the
kamoshirенai
new
kedo.
year, though. But that's fine. If only the chain, which is a little bit longer. Ah, right. You have the collar and chain when you try to leave too?
あら、もしかして見たことがあるの？
Yeah, we kinda did. Yeah, the director showed me on my first day here.
これが魔法だよ。俺たちを遊園地に縛り付けている魔法だ。
なるほどね。でも鎖が出るのは同じだけど、ヒューゴさんは首で、私は胸元から出るのよ。
Okay. Huh. Hugo had this chain on his neck where he was shot. Then Clara has her chain on her chest. Oh. That's concerning. It varies?
ええ。霊部に囚われている人にはね、その証として星のあざがあるの。
Yeah, Hugo has like 2 stars on his neck and a chain on his neck, like around his neck. Where Hugo was shot 7 years ago. Remembering from the route last week. If Clara has her chain and star mark on her chest, then okay.
他にも足だったり手だったり、あざのある場所は人それぞれなんだけど。
Nope, Hugo didn't need that much. Well, he needed the magic to live. Because Yeah. The one who's being constantly given magic was Sergey. Hugo just needed all the magic that MC had just so he could live. So what's it gonna be for Crier this time? I'm scared. Clara held her hand to her chest, where her brand surely lay.
鎖はあざの周りに現れるの。あの鎖があるから自由に出歩けるのは園内と正門から少しの間だけなのよ。
We're getting stuff from Clara. Also, Clara looks a lot like a female Crier. Just saying. I won't be surprised if they're twins. I hope it isn't worse. Right. It had to have been stifling. Clara read the sadness on my face and shrugged.
大丈夫よ。別に嫌だなんて思ってないわ。ここでの毎日が楽しいってことはあなたにだってわかるでしょ。ただやっぱり外に出られないのはさすがに窮屈なのよね。あ、そうだ。いっそヒューゴさんに頼んでここにカフェを作ってもらうのはどうかしら。
Clara's eyes lit up, but quickly went downcast, her shoulders drooped.
セルジュさんが絶対に反対するわ。スタッフが足りないとか、客層に合わないとか。
That also means someone needs to take care of serving and making the cafe stuff though. So yeah, Sergey will throw a fit. I could already see the wrinkles in his brow and the frown on his face. Yeah, and cafe work might be a little too complicated for automatons to handle.
確かにそうね。はあ、いい案だと思ったのに。
A cafe in the park does sound great, but wait, why don't you and I make our own place out of the tiny tent?
食堂で？
Yeah, everything here's cute enough to make for good ambience already, and the dining tent's as nice as any cafe you'd find in town. We could make it our own so we can have tea or snacks after work. I could even bring stuff from outside.
Emma.
Clara's mouth hung open for a while. Or should we not be using it for personal stuff? Clara broke out into a smile and threw her arms around me. Aww.
いいえ、とっても素敵な提案だわ。エマってやっぱり最高ね。
So, what are we thinking for snacks?
当然、アップルタルト。
I'd expected there to be more discussion. She must have had apple tarts on her mind.
わがままを言わせてもらうと、ポムボヌールってお店のアップルタルトね。
Ah.
ブランブールのパティスリーは腕がいいわね。クリエからのお土産で食べたんだけど、あの味は忘れられないわ。
New best friend acquired? Yeah. That was when we went shopping together. I remember he brought back extra. So it was for Clara.
昔からアップルタルトには目がないのよ。サクサクしていて、甘くて、もう完璧。ポムボヌールのものは特にクレームダマンドが最高だと思うわ。あとレーズンで食感に変化を出しているのも一工夫あっていいし、パイのサクサク感もそれに負けてないし、本当に美味しいわね。
Clara, who was still hugging me, squeezed even tighter. Crier said a lot of the same. Their tastes sure do match. I have no idea how to read that, but yeah. Whatever tart. She gave me one last squeeze in appreciation, then let
お
go.
茶会はいつがいいかしら。
Like her charisma? Same.
ねえ、買い出しの時ヒューゴさんに茶葉を頼まれなかった？
I placed an order for them, yeah, why?
あれ、とても美味しい紅茶なのよ。ヒューゴさんにお願いして分けてもらいましょう。あの茶葉が届いたタイミングでお茶会を開くっていうのはどうかしら。
Really, they told me it would take about a week to be delivered, so how does that sound?
決まりね。レイブが閉園した後に始めましょう。
Right, sounds like a plan. I'm excited.
私も。
Yay. Carefully wipe each individually with a dry rag.
あら、クリアじゃない。これからパフォーマンスの練習？
ああ、
He's about to practice, but I've assumed he was cleaning up. He's been constantly performing all over the park today. He must be exhausted.
なんだよ。何か言いたいことでもあるのか？
Yeah, like, look, they kind of look similar. Like, these two look fairly similar. Twins? I mean, it's possible. Noticing my stare, Crier shot me a disgruntled grimace. I was just thinking you must be tired.
そりゃ疲れてるに決まってんだろ。けど、練習を欠かすわけにはいかねえからな。
Fair. You have to do it every single day?
当然。毎日やんないと意味ねえだろ。一日サボると、勘を取り戻すのに3日かかんだよ。
They seemed awfully adamant about it. 3 whole days? I was amazed. It turned out that behind the scenes and beneath all the flair and applause, Gary upheld a staunch dedication to his craft. I was amazed but not surprised. No one could draw in the crowds he does without plenty of hard work to back it up. His passion was a testament to how much he cared about putting on a good show for everyone. Crier clearly held himself to high standards. You're amazing, Crier. Closed his eyes and turned away.
感心してる暇があるなら、自分の仕事をしっかりやれ、新人。
Damn.
偉そうに言っちゃって。ちょっと長く働いているからって先輩風吹かせて嫌ね。
はあ？先輩風とか吹かせてねえだろ。
ビュービュー吹いてたわよ。先輩と思ってもらいたいのなら、そういう態度はどうかと思うわ。
Damn.
口で言わないで態度で示してこそ、後輩から尊敬されるものよ。
Yeah, they act like siblings.
なんもう練習の邪魔だ。あっち行け。
DJ Hayes, hi. Welcome to the stream. Crier turned his back on us and a gesture of defeat.
はいはい、わかりました。エマ、行きましょう。
Okay. Bye, Crier. You have a good night. Okay. Yeah, they act like siblings. I trotted after Clara.
ごめんね。クリエったらあんな態度で。ちょっと口が悪いけど、根はいいのよ。
Snippy is right. I keep wondering what I've done to upset him every time we talk. When we went shopping, though, I realized just how caring he can be. It's okay. I think I'm starting to get a handle on him.
よかった。あなたがそう言ってくれて。クリエって誤解されやすいから。でも、誤解せずにクリエのことを見てくれてるなんて、あなたって本当に優しいのね。
It is?
ええ。先入観で決めつけず、その人のことを見てくれているんだもの。十分優しいと思うわ。ねえ、あなたさえよかったら、これからもクリエと仲良くしてあげて。
What are you playing? I'm playing GENSOU MANÈGE. It's an otome game. I nodded with a smile. She reminded me of a mother talking about her son. Okay. He's acting like a Sunsun like any tsundere would. Yeah, he is. returned to a tent, I got changed, and now it was time for magic practice. Okay, mini game time.
Oh, 頑張れよ。おい、諦めんなよ。その調子だ。
But I bet she's the older one? Probably.
いい感じじゃん。
She does act like the older sibling. Would be funny if Crier is the older one though. But it says that yeah, if they're twins, probably like
俺だって褒めるときは褒める。
okay, Crier. They're twins, most likely. Unless I'm wrong, but yeah. I was heading for the gate after practice when I spotted a red ball arcing through the air. Oh. Presumably it hadn't leaped all on its own. Is that Crier? If she is the youngest one, then that means she's more mature one of the two. Oh, that's cute. He's juggling. 2 balls became 3, then 4. 3 made them dance like it was second nature.
さあ、どんどん行ってみようか。
5th ball entered the fray. It was entrancing as a genuine performance, yet there was no one to admire it. It doesn't seem like he's noticed me, he's so focused. As far as he knew, he was alone, still he performed his heart out. I was beginning to realize that heart was something Crier had in spades. The show came to an end the moment the last ball landed on his open hand. Showered him in applause. Oh. He whipped around, a dumb look on his face.
お前、いつからいたんだよ。
For a while, maybe. Only a little bit. I love your performance. He dignified my compliment with a sigh.
お前もレイブのスタッフなんだし、俺のパフォーマンスなら何度も見てるだろう。
I mean, not really a reason for not her to
ま
applause,
してや
right?
練習なんて面白いもんじゃねえのに物好きだな。
Like any other suitor, they always do something in secret that will make them embarrassed in front of the other people and would never admit. Yep. Oh, that's a choice there, right? You save that. Okay. Let's be forward. It was special though. I shook my head. Sure, I've seen you perform before, but this felt like I had the show all to myself. Were I a child, I knew for a fact I would have bragged about this experience to everyone. Either that or I would have kept it all to myself and never have told the soul. Crier?
ったく変なやつ。
He gave me a weird look. Was that too forward? I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable.
別にそうは言ってねえよ。
Yeah, I thought so. You need to be forward with this guy. Yeah. It's not like this is not the first time I have to deal with a tsundere in games. Definitely not.
まあ見られて困るもんじゃねえし別にいいけど。
He scratched the back of his head awkwardly, then clapped his hand together to change the subject.
さて、そこの君。好きなフルーツを教えてくれ。
Little lady. A great strategy against Sundar. Be forward, yeah. I blinked in surprise. Crier nodded seemingly at nothing.
よし、リンゴだな。
When he finally brought his hands apart, 3 small bright red apples had appeared in them.
ほら、うまそうだろ。
They certainly look ripe and delicious. My neighbor said what my favorite fruit was.
細かいこと気にすんなって。俺はリンゴが好きだし、今はお前もリンゴ好きってことで。
You're not wrong. I guess I like apples now.
ちゃんと見てろよ。
Need to buy some ice, okay? He smirked and launched the fruit into the air. Oh, now they're apples. You know what? Let me take a picture of that. Could use it for a thumbnail. And one landed on his hand, another flew in its place, and so on. The apples seemed to soar like living creatures bent to Crier's will.
まず最初はオーソドックスに正面から。お次は背中でキャッチしてみよう。
He moved his hands around and began juggling from behind his back. Ooh, wow. Nope. I do not speak which language that is. I only speak English or Filipino. A certain mysterious producer, hi. Welcome to the stream. It is a language that my imagination character speaks. Well, I do not speak the language, so... No. He sent apples arcing through his legs. The fruits flew back and forth, and every which way, sometimes at varying speeds. Damn, okay. The talent. Trying to keep up with the complicated spectacle was almost dizzying. Crier did it all like it was nothing.
さて、ここからが本番だ。君、
I
目を
like
離
that.
すなよ。
Thanks. I couldn't have. My eyes were glued to him. I swallowed in excitement. What would he wow me with next?
行くぞ。最後の大技だ。
Well, hi there from India. Crier threw all 3 apples into the air, spun and knelt down. As he posed, every single fruit fell perfectly and simultaneously into his hands. Damn. Sheesh.
ネルシー、握手どうも。
I clapped as loud as I could. He took a bow. Damn. Showing off, are we now?
当然だろ。
You sound old, maybe mature. Just say I'm old. His expression was a mixture of joy and another show. His expression was a mixture of joy at another show well done, and of course, a healthy dose of pride. Beneath that, though, were the blood, sweat, and tears of his daily practice. Even I could tell that much. It was a good look on him.
ってことで、今日の練習は終わりだ。
So you just like seeing him
お前
smile.
もさっさと帰れよ。
I cannot say what my age is. Sorry, I do not disclose what my age is in the internet. very bent down and started gathering his things. Do you need any help?
別に必要ねえよ。これは俺の商売道具なんだから。
The smile vanished and was replaced by a twinge of impatience.
それより早く帰れって。遅くなったら心配されんだろ。
Well, no. Internet is not safe. Yep. That is why internet privacy and safety is really important. There was something I had to ask before I left. I'm back. Also, who the heck asked the VTuber's age? No, they were guessing what my age was years ago. Hey, why did you do all that for me just now? Crowder's face looked more contemplative than grumpy for once. That dude vanished. He turned away and returned to picking up his tools.
目の前に観客がいるから。あとは単なる気まぐれだ。
Do you work or do YouTube? I am a full-time streamer and artist. It was definitely grumpy this time, but I was positive I sensed a hint of bashfulness as well. Okay, Sundar. Wait, I haven't thanked him yet.
ほら、さっさと帰れって。
He stood up and shooed me away. I quickly managed to shoot off what I needed to say. Thank you for the show!
は？別に大したことはしてねえよ。
Okay. Yeah, you gotta be forward with him. His sulky face was in profile, but I could still make out a tinge of red on his cheek. I knew he wasn't a bad guy. Clara was right.
だから、何回も言わせんなよ。さっさと帰れって。
Okay, I'm going. See you tomorrow.
ああ
2:30 p.m. Give me like 10 minutes. Yeah. Turned away, I started off across the dimly lit grounds. Couldn't help but giggle. I got a confirmation that we will see each other tomorrow. It was meaningless, but it was proof that I'd gotten through him just a little. I don't understand. I got like 3 Indian streams and 6 Japanese streams. This is the first Philippines. That just means the algorithm is pushing my stream up. That's just it. Algorithm is just really random like that. The next day, I resumed cleaning the storeroom. It was a menial sort of task, but that was no excuse to do it poorly. I saw to my work with double the care I'd shown yesterday. Suddenly, it was lunchtime. I made my way to the dining tent. That was when I heard applause erupt from the plaza. I looked over and saw Crier in the middle of the commotion, performing in front of the fountain.
もう一個リンゴを増やしてみよう。
Do you earn from YouTube? Yes. He was hurling, tossing, and throwing apples all around for the crowd. It's the routine he was practicing last night. Seems like he's made some adjustments.
じゃあ次は何が見たい？そこの君、何でも言ってくれ。
その帽子でリンゴ取ってほしい。
ああ、任せろ。
You shall only continue to change at the guest's request. Little things went a long way in mixing up his entire act. I can't believe he can adapt on the fly like that. Crier is an incredible performer.
さあ、これで最後だ。見事キャッチできたら拍手お願いします。
His confidence riled the audience up even more. Despite the pressure he placed on himself, Crier was up to the task. He managed to snatch up every apple midair. Yeah.
どうだ。
The crowd exploded into applause.
メルシー、握手どうも。
He waved at them with a beaming smile. It was a sight fit to behold. Makes it look easy, but I've seen the effort that goes into it. It wasn't an easy thing, hunkering down and putting in honest effort for the sake of nothing but improvement. Not everyone had the willpower. Crier never stops amazing me. Time passed, I did my work and practiced my magic. Visible progress eluded me still, but I held on to Crier's words.
当然。毎日やんないと意味ねえだろ。一日サボると勘を取り戻すのに3日かかんだよ。
Casting magic and performing were by no means similar, but they shared one thing in common. They took time and patience to perfect. The days went by. It was closing time and I just finished practice. I was on my way to the administrative tent. I always ended my day there to say goodbye. Today, though, Monsieur Hugo needed me for something. I ducked into the tent. Monsieur Hugo looked up from his papers.
ああ、待っていたよ。いや、こちらこそ時間を取らせてごめんね。今後の仕事について相談をしたくて。
Opinion? My responsibilities?
うん。今まで日によって様々な仕事を手伝ってもらったけれど、君もここに慣れてきたようだし、担当を決めようと思うんだ。
A genuine position would come with a new level of accountability. I was
君
nervous.
にはクリエと一緒に買い出しやチラシ配り、レーブの外での仕事を頼みたい。
Huh. I've done all that before. I think I can manage. People would freedom to leave the park were certainly on demand. This was a job that only I could help with, and that motivated me. I could do that.
ありがとう。助かるよ。じゃあ明日からよろしくね。
The director smiled at me reassuringly.
何かと荷物も多くなるし、もともとクリエ一人に買い出しを頼んでいること自体が無茶ではあったんだ。俺も手伝いたい気持ちはあるけれど、外に出られるのはクリエだけだからね。
He rubbed his neck with a tired smile. Lara said Monsieur Hugo's mark was on his neck. He had a star mark too.
ん？あざについて話したことがあったかな。ああ、前に鎖を見せた時に見えたのか？
Actually, hadn't noticed it at that time. Lara told me about them. She said the chains appear around them, and that hers is on her chest.
なるほど。クララにね。もちろん俺にも星のあざがあるよ。
He undid his tie and loosened his collar. Yep. Oh. There it was on his neck. It looked more like It looked more like paint of some kind than a mark. It was almost pretty.
言い出したのは俺だけど、そこまでじっと見られると恥ずかしいな。
I'm sorry. I tore my eyes away. Monsieur Hugo chuckled as he fixed the suit. I mean, that was random from a lady. Yeah. I listened in awkward silence to the sound of rustling clothes before speaking up again. Something had been on my mind. Why is Crier with the review anyway? He can go wherever he wants, can't he?
本人からどうしてもと頼まれてね。何度断っても引き下がらなかったから、特別にここで働くことを許可したんだ。
Huh. He insisted? There had to be a reason. Director sensed my burning question, smiled sadly.
彼にもいろいろと事情があるからね。でも、俺から話せるのはここまでだ。これ以上は本人に直接聞いてもらえるかな。
I understand. What exactly is his reason for being here? Okay. The next day, after practice, I headed for the administrative tent for my task. Good morning.
やあ、おはよう。
おはようエマ。
Clara sat at the table, sorting tickets. She smiled at me.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Crier was a rare sight this early in the day. He's always at the plaza or the manège getting ready for his shows.
今日の仕事のことだろう？
Yeah. I nodded. Monsieur Hugo turned to
ク
Crier.
リエ、彼女にはもう話してあるけれど、今後買い出しは君たち2人にお願いしたい。
は？なんでだよ。
なんでって、君一人では大変だろ？彼女もクリエと同じで外に出られる。だから手伝ってもらおうと思ってね。早速だけれど買い出しを頼みたい。今から行ってきてもらえるかな？
Crier grumbled to himself, avoiding my eyes.
買い出しなら俺一人で十分だ。
Oh, here we go.
ちょっとクリエ、どうしてそんなことを言うのよ。この間も2人で行ったんだから、今日もそうすればいいじゃない。
Clara set aside her tickets and gave Crier a look. It didn't do much.
この間はブランブールに来たばかりで、道も店の場所もわからなかっただけだ。もう大体覚えたし、案内はいらねえ。今までだって一人で問題なかったんだ。これからもそれでいいだろう。
それでいいって、君いつもは一人の買い出しを嫌がってなかったかい？
それはみんな俺のことパシリ扱いするからだろ。
そう言われると心苦しいんだけれど、君に頼む以外に方法がないからね。決してそんなつもりはなかったよ。でも君も不満に感じていたようだし、だからこそ彼女に手伝ってもらって負担を軽くしようと考えたんだ。
The director looked Crier in the eye. The latter shook his head in a fluster.
いや、みんなの事情は俺も知ってるし、気持ちはありがたいけど、本当に一人で問題ねえから。
He wasn't going to let this go, and he still would so much just look at me. Am I really so useless? Damn. Clara finally dropped everything, stood and marched up to Crier.
なんだよ。
Oh boy.
あのね、妙な意地を張るのは買い出しの内容を聞いてからにしたら。
は？
ですよね、ヒューゴさん。
Monsieur Hugo grinned and held out a list.
ああ、困ったことに今日はいろいろと入り用なものが多くてね。
Crier glanced at the list and how do you pronounce that?
なんだよこの量。
Well, now you see, right?
クリエ一人で買い出しに行ったんじゃ何往復することになるかしらね。
いや、俺一人で十分だ。
He's still gotta continue with the MANÈGE. Okay then. He seemed to be speaking more to the paper and himself than any of us. Hey, Crier.
なんだよ。
He finally looked at me, albeit in a less than friendly way. I didn't flinch. Monsieur gave me a job to do, and I intend to do it. I won't be a burden. Please let me go with you. Crier's grimace remained, even as he awkwardly glanced around the room.
クリエ、こんな頑張り屋さんの仕事を奪うつもりじゃないでしょうね。
Damn. Damn. Crier ruffled his hair in response.
もう、分かったよ。一緒に行けばいいんだろ。
分かればよろしい。
Damn.
それじゃあ二人ともよろしくね。
行ってくる。
Crier promptly stormed out of the tent. Oh, we'll be back.
クリエのことよろしくね。
I nodded to Clara, then hurried after Crier. Okay. We were on our way back to the RPA with stock in hand. The director hadn't been kidding. There was a lot to get, and our arms were stuffed with bags. Need to be careful, it's hard to see where I'm walking. Kept close behind Crier. My attention had been so focused on not tripping that I failed to notice an apricot slid out of place. As I adjusted my grip on the bag, the fruit fell and rolled over to Crier.
落としたのか。気をつけろよ。
Sorry. Thankfully it didn't get mushed. Reached down to pick it up, brushing hands with Crier, who'd done the same. Oh, we actually got a CG. Okay then. My eyes shut up, meeting his.
悪い。
Crier yanked his arm back. More apricot spilled from his bag. It's okay. Welcome back. I looked away and hurriedly replaced the fruits in his bag. Once he'd collected everything, he wasted no time rushing along again. Again, I trailed behind.
気をつけろよな。割れ物を落として壊しでもしたら、セルジュさんに怒られるぞ。
Right. Crier's tone had an edge. I struggled to tell whether he was genuinely upset or not. Wonder if I'm being a burden. I've been given a job. I wanted to do it right. To Crier, though, I must have seemed like an afterthought that he was now responsible for. Crier?
なんだよ。
Stopped and turned around. Sorry for making you pick up the apricot.
謝るほどのことじゃねえだろ。たまたま足元に転がってきたんだし。
You just seem mad. Sorry if I'm a bother.
別に怒ってねえし。
If he's not upset, then why is he so huffy? Menu. Save. He already said that the first few chapters that he doesn't like people who keeps on apologizing for nothing. Like he's walking on eggshells and stuff. Let's just thank him. Oh, I haven't even thanked him for it yet. Thank you for the help. Crier's frown turned just a little less sullen.
どういたしまして。
Made up the difference with a grumpy reply.
言いたいことはそれだけか。だったら早く戻るぞ。
turned back around and started walking again. This time I picked up my pace and took a spot next to him. Hey, we're co-workers, aren't we? Why don't we find some common ground?
協力
I want us to get along better. He kept walking. I couldn't figure this man out as long as he was okay with this, though. With me standing here next to him, that was enough for me. Oh, we have an ad break. We have a 3-minute ad break, so I'm gonna hydrate. Wait for it to finish first. Oh yeah. Jeff Macmillan, hi. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Okay, ad break is done, so I'm just gonna continue.
俺はお前と仲良くする気ねえから。
Damn. Okay. There was a room for compromise in his words. Huh? I came to an abrupt stop. Crier kept walking. Well, why would he say that? My heart was a blender, but we were still on an errand. I started walking again. But this time, I wasn't next to him. I took my spot behind him once again, trading along in silence. Damn. Harsh. Okay. Had lost count of how many times I sighed that thing. But damn. Okay.
俺はお前と仲良くする気はねえから。
Ray's words yesterday kept repeating endlessly in my head. I don't understand. What? I don't understand what I could have done to make him dislike me so vehemently. I'd always known I wasn't exactly his favorite person. What I wanted to know was why. Just date him already? Well, game said not yet. Now that he'd all but sank any prospect of us being friends, I lacked the courage to broach the subject. Still, my problems were no excuse to slack on work. As luck would have it, my job today was to straighten the storeroom, which at least allowed me to surefire escape from my thoughts. That afternoon, Clara invited me to the dining tent.
それでね、リオンたらすっかり気に入ったみたいで、何度もおかわりしていたわ。
Chatting with her helped improve my mood.
あれ、お前たちも休憩か。
A certain voice quickly made me retreat back into my shell. Crier took a seat next to Clara. Dishes and a cup flew from the shelves, bringing lunch straight to him. Wait, something hit me. He'd come in and helped himself to a seat next to Clara, and she hadn't thought anything of it.
クリエもお疲れ様。
お前また人参残してるのか？
A small mound of grated carrots had been shelved aside and forgotten on Clara's plate. I guess she doesn't like them.
嫌いなもんでもしっかり食べろよ。
もういいじゃない、放っておいてよ。
いつでも好きなもんだけが食えるとは限らねえんだし、好き嫌いはなくせよな。
それは。
Clara pressed her lips together reluctantly. She took a bite of her carrots.
おお、偉い偉い。頑張ったな。
Oh.
ちょっとそれバカにしてるでしょ。
They bantered like it was an everyday affair. There were seemingly no walls between them. He's so cold with me, though, to say nothing of.
俺はお前と仲良くする気はねえから。
Damn. Why does he treat Clara so differently? Did I offend him somehow? Did I touch a nerve? I just don't know. So MC has not even realized how they look kinda alike. Okay. Even after practice, as the sun set, I couldn't get my mind off Crier. I trudged to the gate where I saw Clara.
もう少し右かしらね。
She was adjusting a guide sign this way and that, muttering to herself. Okay. I bet Crier find some way to mess with her if he were here. I could see him driving her nuts, making her nudge the sign every which way except the right one. Never with me though. The device sent my mood spiraling.
あら、エマ、これから帰るところ？
Yeah. Clara finally noticed me.
明日はいよいよお茶会ね。楽しみにしてるわ。
Oh, I guess it is. Dream of sleep. Hi. Welcome to the stream. She and I had promised we'd get together in the dining tent after work. I'll have the snacks and tea, don't worry.
お願い。ポムボヌールのアップルタルトよ。
Yep, I know.
またあのタルトが食べられるなんて。しかも夢だったあなたとのお茶会で。
Her mouth almost seemed to water at their memory. Given her high spirits, I felt a little guilty for being such a downer. He's been really looking forward to this. I can't ruin the evening. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Clara. I waved goodbye and started on my way back to Blackburg.
なんだか元気がないわね。
Oh, she noticed. Most likely. Dusk brought shadows on the road home, a mirror image of the way I felt inside. Only there are no moon or stars where I'm headed. The way Crier treated Clara, the way he treated me, like day and night respectively. It ate me relentlessly. What was I doing wrong? Can't fix something that I don't know is broken. What do I do? Oh, we're not even at chapter 5, okay. It was the day of our tea party. I went to the tent early after closing time and got things ready. Without the magical flair that usually accompanied the room, I set the tart, cups, and teapot out on the table. That's everything. The table was set. My heart, however, was not. I should be excited for today. I tried to no end to turn my mood around yesterday, but that didn't help. The thoughts were still gnawing at the back of my mind. I don't want to be rude to Clara.
お待たせエマ。ああ、もう準備終わっちゃったのね。全部やらせちゃってごめんなさい。
It's okay. Have a seat, Clara. I'll get the tea ready.
待って待って、私がやるわ。
She trotted over and gently took the pot from my hands.
さあ、あなたこそ座って。私、こう見えても紅茶を入れるのはちょっと自信があるのよ。
Really?
実はね、今日のためにヒューゴさんにお願いして少し勉強したの。
Okay. I'm sure you'll do great. A bit of humor stole a laugh from me. Aw, that's nice. Daria's tea was delicious. It complemented the tarts perfectly and somehow made them taste even better. We shared our rambling, disjointed conversation until we demolished half the desserts. That was when Claire finally broke the subject.
ねえエマ、実は昨日から気になっていることがあるんだけど。
Uh-oh. What? My heart skipped a beat. I figured it would only be a matter of time.
昨日から暗い顔だけど。
Oh, thanks for the alert, Tatsuya. Been really down like me.
いつもはニコニコ
I'm
笑っ
back.
てい
Hey,
るの
welcome
に
back.
ため息も多いし、疲れだけじゃないと思って心配していたのよ。待って、謝ってほしくて言ったんじゃないのよ。
Clara leaned forward and spoke gently.
何かあったのなら相談して。私、あなたの力になりたいの。
What chapter are we in? Still in chapter 4?
むしろ何も相談してくれなくてちょっと寂しかったりしてね。
I could feel the tangled feelings inside me coming undone. I'm sorry for worrying you.
だから謝ることないのよ。
Well, it's about Crier. Clara's eyes immediately went sharp. Oh boy.
クリエ？もしかしてあなたの元気がなかったのってクリエが原因なの？
Not on purpose, I don't think. It could be all in my head or for all I know.
どういうこと？
When we went shopping, he told me he didn't want us to get along.
え？クリエがそう言ったわけ？
Must be that this is new dialogue and haven't read yet, yeah? I explained everything, particularly how Crier treated me differently from her. I told her that I was losing my mind, trying to understand what I might have done to deserve it. I thought we were finally coming around to each other, but I guess it was just me. I know I'm crazy for getting so hung up on this. I can't help it.
大丈夫よ。それはちっともおかしなことじゃないわ。
I'm not? Clara's expression has softened throughout my story. I thought she was taking this seriously. Rather, I'm sure she is, but why does it look like she's enjoying this? She rested her hands together on the table and tilted her head playfully.
ねえ、どうしておかしくないって言えるのかわかる？
No. That question was the front of my mind, though.
大丈夫よ。そんな顔しないで。わからないのもおかしなことじゃないから。自分の気持ちってね、自分が一番わからなかったりするものなのよ。
I don't. I wasn't following. Clara's grin only widened.
教えてあげようか。
Yeah?
それはね、あなたがクリエに恋をしているからなのよ。
What? What? My voice shot up about a dozen octaves. No, I couldn't. Yeah, that's crazy.
何ってどう考えても恋だと思うけどな。仲良くなれなくて落ち込むのは仲良くなりたいからでしょ。
Damn.
冷たくされたってどうでもいい人が相手ならそこまで悲しくなったりしないわよ。
I mean, I guess. Can't find the words to articulate myself.
ほらね、あなたにとってクリエは仲良くしたい特別な人なのよ。
Oh no. What about you then?
私？
You two are close and both like apple tarts. Will your logic mean that you love him too?
ああ、それは違うわ。恋なんてロマンチックじゃない理由があるのよ。
Huh?
実はね。
Jaden, hi. Welcome to the stream. Clara paused for dramatic effect.
私たち双
Yep,
子なの。
they are twins. Yeah. Hey, Izuku, they are twins. They're twins?
そう、双子の兄弟。クリエとクララで名前も似てるでしょ。
Yeah. Yeah, they are siblings. Now that you mention it. Honestly, I could see the resemblance too. Just now. Kyrie always frowning about something, so I never noticed. But they've got the same eyes and everything.
態度が来やすいのは当たり前よ。食べ物の好みも似てるし、お互いの好き嫌いなんて把握していて当然。
That definitely explains it.
黙っていたつもりはなかったの。私たちのことはもう誰かに聞いてるんだって思い込んでたわ。
Nobody did, and MC did not realize it. Just which one is the oldest, though? That's the only question that isn't answered. Yeah. But it doesn't explain something else. I sincerely hope this question would answer everything. Do you have any idea why he's opposed to being friends with me? Clara didn't look confident.
仲良くする気はないって言った理由はわからないけど、私があなたの話をしても怒っているような様子はなかったのよね。気にしなくていいんじゃないかしら。
It got really weird when our hands touched, though.
ああ、それは多分慣れてないだけね。
Yeah, it's probably a him problem. Damn.
ここで働き出してからは出会いもないし、女の子にどういう態度を取ったらいいのかわからないのよ。
Okay.
レイブに来る女性はあくまでお客さんだもの。私以外のスタッフは男性で、あとはオートマタでしょ。
That's true. Yeah, that's a him problem already. We were family, so it made sense that Crier wouldn't know how to interact with someone he he wasn't related to. So he doesn't hate me after all.
ええ、そこは絶対って言えるわ。クリエのことだから、嫌っていればもっと態度に出るもの。
I was relieved, at least as much as I could be given. The one nagging problem that still lingered in my mind. The fact is, he didn't say he wasn't interested in us getting along.
そんなに気にしないの。ほら、紅茶をもう一杯いかが？
Sure, please.
ええ、ちょっと待っていて。
Clara prepared another cup for me as I watched her. My mind wandered until something occurred to me. What if the reason Crier work here is...
はい、お待たせ。
A gentle aroma wafted from the cup. I took a refreshing sip before posing the question to Clara.
そう。残念だけど、私が理由よ。
Yep.
私がレイブに囚われたのは3年前になるのかな。
He doesn't like his sister and MC hang out together because he wants to be close to Emma. Ah. It took me about 3 years ago.
私を放
Okay.
っておけないからって一緒に働けるように頼んでくれたのよ。
Oh.
彼にもいろいろと事情があるからね。
兄として当然だなんて言ってね。
Okay. Years ago, I know who's the oldest now. Crier is the oldest. Clara is the youngest. Because I heard Clara say Annie, which is Japanese for older, or older brother or something.
過保護でしょ。妹だって言っても年は変わらないのに。
A melancholic smile spread across her face. She looked down at the steam rising from her tea.
最初はクリエまでこんな目に遭わせていいのかって自分を責めたこともあったわ。
Well, we know who the mature one of the two. Yeah.
でもね、
When she looked back, she wore a smile.
クリエがレイブにいる理由はもう一つあるの。パフォーマンスの勉強よ。
Learn what?
ええ、クリエは昔からパフォーマンスで人を喜ばせることが好きだったの。パフォーマーになるのが夢なのよ。レイブはそういうことを勉強するのにうってつけでしょ。
An amusement park was certainly the ideal environment for honing his craft as a performer. That's why he's always practicing till late.
そういうこと。クリエなりにここで夢を追ってるのよ。
Clara would have sounded more proud to be his sister. I see. Not only is he a passionate performer, but he's also a caring brother too. He has a dream.
だからエマも何か気がついたことがあったらダメ出ししてあげて。どんな些細なことでもそれがクリエのためになるはずだから。
Okay. The only question was whether he'd take anything from me. This made our relationship fairly clear. After dinner, I made my way back home. I was sitting on my bed, muttering to myself. Twins, now that's a surprise. Not really. Personality-wise, they couldn't have been farther apart. Their similarities made their differences stand out all the more. I'll need him to like me to be able to work with him to do my job right. I had to refocus on my responsibilities as a Rivier, both magic related and otherwise. He said himself, my time's better spent working hard. I decided to go to bed early that night. The next morning I would be up bright and early to practice my magic. Yeah, I mean, never mind. I just need to answer the door real quick.
頑張るのはいいことだし応援するけど、約束は忘れるなよ。お前がレーブで働くのはブランブールにいる間だけって話したよな。
Remember that one? That's what it says in my contract after all.
なら、あまり深入りするな。別れが辛くなるぞ。
I know.
それならよし。
And that he was gone. It had hardly been a week since I'd started working. Thinking about how it all had to end eventually put a damper on my mood. I wanted to be free, though I would follow through on that. I set about practicing soon after I'd arrived. Okay. We're on chapter 5. I'm just gonna try to get to halfway chapter 5, like after the second choice, probably. So, yeah.
それじゃあ始めようか。大丈夫、上手だよ。魔法の光を捉えるんだ。 焦らないで君のペースでやろう。やっぱり君は最高の魔女だよ。
Oh, okay. With my morning duties out of the way, the administrative tent was my next destination. Is there a higher rank than A? I don't think so. I think A is the highest. Something made me pause along the way though. We were headed in the same direction. Aaron did say he didn't hate me, but still.
Oh.
He noticed me and stopped in his tracks. Good morning.
おう、おはよ
No speak Spanish? Nope, I do not speak Spanish. We shared a short greeting, if only out of awkward obligation. Maybe Clara was right. I let out a quiet sigh of relief.
それはね、あなたがクリエに恋をしているからなのよ。
Clara's teasing invaded my mind. I shook my head, shooing the thoughts away.
う。いきなり何やってんだお前。
Nothing, I'm just a little groggy this morning. I got up early, trying to wake myself up is all. I was lying through my teeth, but Crier bought it.
へえ。ってことは魔法の覚醒をしてたのか？
Uh-huh.
頑張ってんだな。まあ、あいつも順調そうだって言ってたし。
From who? Was there Hugo? It had to have been someone who was keeping up with my practice. Did the director talk about me?
違う。ルシオールだ。昨日の夜、
Aww,
たまたま会った時にそう聞いた。
I see. At least person you would expect to talk about her though. He could see magic, so I suppose it made sense that he'd know how things were going. In truth, I began to feel the progress myself. The light was getting easier and easier to gather. It's definitely going well, I'd say. I am aiming to free everyone as soon as possible.
そうか。
Crier made a difficult expression. He scrunched his brow like he couldn't decide whether he was glad or not. Oh no. Crier, are you against what I'm doing too? He hadn't come right out with it like Lucille had. If so, either way, it didn't seem like the idea made him ecstatic. He shut his eyes and said nothing for a while.
わかんねえ。解放してほしいけど、してほしくない。
He doesn't know. Okay, so he's pretty in the middle of that decision, okay. Well, for none of your business, I thought. No, I think he's just really indecisive at the moment. Maybe he's telling the truth. I've never known him to be indecisive though. His eye shut up at me.
おい、勘違いすんなよ。
Oh, okay.
別にルシオールみたいにヒューゴさんに突っかかったりはしねえから。まあ賛成はできねえけど。
So you don't like it then?
まあな。けど解放の邪魔をしようとかそんなことは考えてねえし。って俺はここでのんびりしてる暇はねえんだよ。ヒューゴさんに呼び出されてんだ。
Oh, I was heading that way too. I need my assignment for the day.
じゃあ早くしろよ。仕事が遅れて冷血メガネを不機嫌にさせると。
Crier waved at me to hurry. I nodded, then entered the tent ahead of him.
俺だってずっとこのままじゃいられないってのは分かってんだ。
Oh boy.
本当どうしたらいいんだろうな。
Ah, ah, ah. We found Monsieur Hugo and Sergei looking over some documents. Good morning.
やあ、おはよ
何の用だってまあどうせ買い出しだろうけどさ。
う。ご名答。彼女と二人でよろしく。
そういうわけで、今日のあなたの仕事は？
Sergei handed me a list. On it, various essentials from lamp oil to pens and ink had been written down.
俺からもチラシ配りを頼みたいんだ。この通り、新しくしたチラシがまだまだあるからね。
はあ、ちょっと作りすぎなんじゃないか。
宣伝というものは多少過剰なくらいで、ようやく効果が出るんだ。
Crier grimaced at the pile. It compounded with the grimace he wore last time at the idea of me joining him. He's not going to make a fuss again, is he?
他には何かあんのか？
いや、
I don't
ひ
think
とまず
so.
それだけだ。門までの間に誰かに何か頼まれたら、それにも答えてあげてくれ。
はいはい。それもいつも通りだな。
ああ、それとチラシ配りは派手にやってくれて構わないから。
了解。
Crier flashed a fiery grin, then turned to me.
そんじゃ行くぞ。
He made for the exit without waiting for my reply.
それじゃよろしくね。
Be back soon. I excused myself with a light bow before following Crier out. We followed the wooded path into town. The weather was perfect and the verdant trees looked vibrant beneath the sun. Crier had been silent the whole day so far. He didn't seem perturbed by my presence next to him, though. This route is really not that bad. Oh, we're still at halfway, so it's still pretty chill. I think the whole problem will come later, on the way to 6 or at the end of 5. Surely I'm imagining it. Yeah, thanks
は？なんだよいきなり。
for letting me go with you today.
ああ、それか。
He sighed and glanced at me.
買い出しは仕事の一環だろ。断ればセルジさんにガミガミ言われるからな。
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. You said no last time though, and then you said you didn't want to get along. I was afraid you hated being around me. I was relieved things went differently today. Rie's eyes skirted around me awkwardly. They never returned. Instead, they settled on the path ahead.
クララに怒られたんだ。
She did?
お前には言ってなかったけど、俺とクララは双子なんだよ。
Figured, yeah.
だからあいつ、俺には容赦ねえんだよな。もっとお前の気持ちを考えろって、セルジュさん並みにガミガミ言われた。
She said all that, did she? I saw he stopped and gave him a confused look.
ちょっと待て。お前全然驚いてねえけど、俺たちが双子だって知ってたのか？
Claire told me not long ago. Sorry, I didn't mean to hide it.
謝んなよ。隠してるわけじゃねえから。お前、クララのためにレーブでお茶会を開いてくれたんだって。
Not just for her, exactly. We both wanted to do it.
けど、ポム・ボヌールのアップルタルトとか紅茶とか、 わざわざ買い揃えてくれたんだろ。あいつすごく喜んでたぜ。友
He got a tender look in his eyes that I'd never seen before. He looked proud to be her brother. Okay.
何かと口うるさいやつだけどさ。よかったらこれからも仲良くしてやってくれ。
That's the plan.
何笑ってんだよ。
You two sure are twins. Clara said the exact same thing about you.
は？
He made one of his huffy expressions again. This one, though, was entirely harmless sort of pout. The kind a child might wear.
たくクララのやつ、余計なことを。俺の方が早く生まれた兄貴なんだぞ。
I might as well have been looking at one of the dozens of rowdy children that ran around Rafier, like they were king of the world.
なんだよ。なんでまた笑ったんだ。
You're the last person I'd call a big brother. Damn. Damn.
まあ、それは。
His eye floated around like he could bring himself to deny it. So the rest are funny. Eventually, they met my gaze. Oh, he's laughing now then. There we go. They both burst out laughing. So much for not being interested in getting along, I guess. Once the laughter settled, he reached up to nervously ruffle his hair.
お前ももう分かっただろうけど、レイブに囚われてると、俺たちが当たり前に思ってることに手が届かないんだよ。クララは。女友達はお前くらいだから、仲良くしてやってほしいんだ。
As long as she wants to be mine, yeah. I was the first person to support me while I was getting used to things. It's thanks to her I'm even having this conversation with Crier. I intend to repay her for all she's done for me.
そっか。
He's a good brother. Okay. The sincere love he felt for his sister was abundantly evident. Passionate and considerate, Crier is an interesting person. It just makes me even more confused about why he says we can't be friends. Where was that nagging issue again? It couldn't keep bothering me forever. I want us to get along. His mood immediately switched, like day and night. Oh, he scowled angrily almost immediately. Hesitation and uncertainty muddled the waters, still making his face unreadable.
それは無理。
Why not? My own mood quickly darkened. Is it me?
お前のことは嫌いじゃねえよ。
He was quick to nip my insecurity at the bud. The decisiveness of his statement was proof enough that he meant what he said. Then what is? I was more confused than ever.
それは。
After some inner conflict, he held a hand to his face and hung his head.
ただ、ちょっと事情があるんだ。
He stared at the ground, his eyes dagger stabbing into the earth. I hesitated. Same. Well, it's complicated, he said, but I don't think we should probe the question even more. Not right now. Like, we've only known Crier in this route for like, what? A week or two? I think it was just 2 weeks now. In the Yeah, I don't think it's right to probe the question. If it's not me and he's dealing with something complicated, I suppose all I can do is wait for him to sort it out. I just have to wait. I understand.
Oh,
Yeah. You relax a little.
悪いな。
Did you say something? He shook his head.
いや、なんでもね。
Well, backstory next time, yeah. Anyway, let's get these errands out of the way. You have shows to get ready for, I'm sure. I started toward town again at a brisk pace.
なあ、そうしようぜ。遅くなると、セルジュさんがいろいろうるさそうだしな。
Ray jogged up next to me. We hurried on. Can't help wondering what he has going on. I can't even imagine, but I'm sure he'll talk when he's ready. Yep, he'll talk when he's ready. Not right now. Our third shopping trip together went rather smoothly.
"工具食材。よし、全部揃ったな。あとはチラシ配りか。交渉して店先に置いてもらうか。
Applause and cheers broke out. We looked in the direction of the commotion. At the center of a crowd, a man with a cane and top hat was performing for the people.
さあ、お次は玉乗りだよ。
The man hopped onto a large ball dexterously, rolling it around beneath his feet. He used his cane to maintain perfect balance. He flashed a smug grin at the crowd. They cheered. I found myself joining them.
へえ、やるな。
He got a look in his face that set down his share of the goods. What are you doing?
ヒューゴさんにも派手にやれって言われたからな。ちょっと行ってくる。荷物は頼んだぜ。
Oh, I see. I see what you're about to do. He was off in a blink. Flashy, what is he planning?
さあ、この剣を投げてごらんに入れよ
He's gonna do something, I know it. Yeah.
お兄さん、それ、俺も混ぜてくれない？
Crier weaved his way through the crowd and held his hand up for the sword-wielding man to see.
おや、これは勇ましい。剣が怖くはないのかな。切れ味は本物だよ。
いいから貸してみなよ。
The man shrugged and surrendered the sword. Crier flung it into the air. Then, as the blade rolled back down toward him, he caught it by the handle without even flinching. The crowd ate it up.
ほうほう。では、こうだ。
They're gonna have like a showdown, damn. Convinced of Crier's skill, the man grinned and began hurling more objects his way. Crier juggled each with ease. Be they book pottery or vegetable, the latter of which he skewered on the sword. Dangerous juggling showdown. Damn. The crowd went absolutely wild for him.
どんどん来い。
He and the man competed back and forth in a battle of skill. The smile on Crier's face betrayed the sheer joy he felt just to be performing. His passion spoke to me. He really loves what he does. Finally, he caught the various objects and threw the stack of flyers into the sky with his free hand.
続きはぜひ、レーブ移動遊園地で。夢の。
Damn. Self-promoted while he was there. Damn. He just self-promoted while he was there. But okay then.
どうだ、派手にいけたよな。
I mean, bravo. Yeah. I showered him in applause of my own. We made our way back to the park, still coasting off the excitement of earlier. Conversation made the trip feel much shorter this time. Before we knew it, the gate had come into view. Can't believe you managed to mix your own act in with a complete stranger. You're an amazing performer, Crier.
別にこの程度できて当たり前だけどな。
I could still hear the pride in this attempt at modesty.
まああの人も俺に合わせようってしてくれてた。それがうまいこと噛み合ったんだよ。
Yeah, you did, and he was cool with it, so that's cool. Still, it's no small thing to be that flexible. Doing anything on the fly wasn't easy. Crier had done it in front of a live audience, and he'd done it well. I didn't have anywhere near that level of confidence. Crier was in it for the love of entertaining, and it showed. I don't think anyone could do what you do without real passion for performing. That's why you work at the RPA, isn't it? Oh, here we go again. Crier's smile vanished. He looked down away from me. Sorry, you don't have to answer that. He thought for a while, then looked up again.
パフォーマンスは好きだ。けど、それが理由で。
What? Good. But Clara said you worked there because you were trying to get better at...
それはクララの思い違いだ。
She's having a flashback again, oh boy. He didn't wait for me to finish.
俺がレイブにいるのはクララのためだ。レイブに囚われたクララを一人にするわけにはいかない。俺はパフォーマーじゃなくて、あいつの兄貴としてここで働いてるんだ。
He looked me dead in the eye, turned his gaze to the park's gate, only a short distance away, and took a breath.
3年前、俺とクララが住んでた町に、
Oh, here we go. Here's the backstory we're looking for.
郊外にできた移動遊園地に町中の子供が浮き足立ってた。俺とクララももちろんそうだ。でも両親はいい顔をしなかった。クララはもともと体が弱くてあまり外出が許されていなかったから。
Oh. Did Clara... Oh. That was news to me. She seems plenty healthy to me, though. Because that's not how the RPA works. I held my tongue for the time being and waited for him to continue. Here is a true older brother. As older brother as well, I respect that. Yeah.
それでもあの日は熱もなくて調子が良さそうで。
Uh-huh.
クララが連れて行けってせがむから、家族に内緒で家を抜け出して、なけなしの小遣いを使って遊具に乗ったり、屋台を回ったりしてさ。クララも本当に楽しそうにはしゃいでた。ずっと笑ってて元気だったのに、帰りに急に
He shut his eyes tight, clenched his fists into balls.
慌てて病院に運んだけど、もう意識もなかった。そんな状態になったのは初めてで、取り返しのつかないことになっちまったんだって。そして知らせを受けた両親がただ体が弱いだけじゃなくて、あいつ難しい病気にかかってるんだって、このまま目覚めるかどうかもわからないって言われて後悔した。俺が無理させたせいだって、たとえ恨まれることになっても、俺が連れ出さなかったらこんなことにはならなかったのに。
My heart ached for him. I couldn't imagine the kind of regret and self-loathing he must have felt.
クララのそばについていてやりたかったけど、病院にずっといるわけにもいかないだろう。俺、その途中で見つけたんだよ。
Who?
クララを。
I'm guessing it's almost...
レイブの正門にもたれかかるようにして座って、どこか遠くをぼんやり見てた。
It's the same... Okay, it is the same, like, thing with Hugo then. Their, soul is, like, trapped in the
最初
rivier.
は人違いかと思った。だって、意識もない状態で、病室にいたはずなんだからさ。けど近づいたら間違いなくクララで、血の気が引いた。でもちゃんと触れるし、体も温かい。後で聞けば、病院のクララは意識がないだけで、ちゃんと生きてた。
So
わ
the
けがわから
Clara in
ない
the
だろう。
hospital is currently in a coma. Is it gonna be the same for other routes then? Sounded like he's seen a doppelganger. Ridiculous as it was, there was no other explanation I could think of.
俺もすっげえ混乱したよ。クララも覚えてるのは倒れた時までで、何が起こったのかわからないって言うしさ。そうこうしているうちにレイブの園長が、ヒューゴさんが来た。
Okay. And she said, Clara said that her mark is on the chest, so I'm guessing she has a heart problem as a sickness,
あの人も驚いてた
as
け
a
ど、
disease,
こういうことは
which is
初めてじゃなかったらしい。
most likely not curable during this
す
time
ぐに事
period
情を
yet.
説明してくれた。レイブは魔法でできた移動遊園地。近くに生死をさまよう魂があれば引き寄せて、ここに捕らえてしまうことがあるんだって。
Souls? I blink in disbelief. Very half like he'd already gone through the same thoughts I currently was.
ああ、そうだよ。俺以外のスタッフはみんな魂だけなんだ。
Yep. We
俺が
figured
例外なん
this
だよ。
much from Hugo's route. Wait, slow down. What are you saying?
ヒューゴさんも詳しくはわからないから推測だって言ってた。
He prefaced his explanation before continuing.
生死の境界線上にいたクララの魂はレイブに囚われちまった。だから出て行こうとすると鎖が現れるんだってさ。
I recalled the chain and collar Monsieur Hugo had shown me. Clara had told me hers appeared from her chest. Monsieur Hugo also shown me his before. Does that mean he's just a soul too?
多分な。他の連中もレイブから出られないってことはそれぞれ事情があるんだろうし、詳しく聞いたことはねえよ。知ったところで。
It took a long while for everything to sink in. It sounded like some make-believe story. A magic amusement park was one thing, sure, but this? She's still asleep in the hospital?
ああ。目覚めないまま、それに病気のはずのあいつがここだとあんなに元気なのも多分昔から気持ちだけは元気だったからさ。
And all of this has to be true. Certainly didn't want it to be. But what other explanation could there be for two of the same girl, one in a coma, the other with energy to spare existing? I can only imagine that what led everyone else to be trapped here like her. That's where I come in. It's not them I'm freeing, but their souls.
そうなるんだろうな。
Would returning Clara's soul wake her up? Surely that was the only thing keeping her eyes closed. It made sense to me. Before I could be too sure though, another possibility arose. What Crier said before.
霊部は魔法でできた移動遊園地。
Now this role
近
is
くに
actually
生死をさ
bringing
ま
me
よう
to
魂があ
tears.
れば引き寄せて、ここに捕らえてしまうことがあるんだって。
Oh, we have an ad break though. We have a 3-minute ad break though. So I gotta take a break from there then. Bad timing. So bad timing, yeah. Stretch, yeah. Oh, that'll stretch, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, looks like this route is gonna be heartwarming, maybe. Purple Otter, hi. I don't think we can finish this route today since you're having visitors in a few chapters. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have like stop after probably this backstory thing though. How are you? Doing fine. Me doing fine. I'm just waiting for the ad break to finish in like 20 seconds. How are you? Sorry, autocorrect. Yeah, that's fine. I understood what you were saying, but yeah, I'm doing fine. Also, ad break is done. But yeah, looks like this route is gonna be heartwarming. On the brink of death must mean I was scaring myself. I put my thoughts into words, desperate for someone to rid me of the horrible anxiety that nagged me. Freeing Clara's soul will wake her up, won't it?
わからない。
Ah, not the tone he's using. Ah.
言っただろう。クララの魂は生死をさまよっていたって。
Vicesio, hi.
魂があれだけ元気でも、そもそも体は目を覚ますかわからないほどの病状なんだ。戻ってもそのまま。
He stopped himself. He couldn't bring himself to voice his doubts. His expression twisted in pain. What about the others?
それも知らねえけど、クララの状況を考えると簡単な話じゃないだろうな。
Would freeing the review's souls mean returning everyone's lives or ending them? Supposing the latter, that would mean I would be the Reaper.
解放が正しいのか。俺にはわからない。
Vicesio, I think if you're the only one in chat, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. But hi there. I'm sorry to hear that, though, that your axolotl died yesterday, Purple Otter. Circumstances notwithstanding, the fact remained that Monsieur Hugo wanted to be free. Everyone else had likely come to terms with their decision as well. It was my responsibility to grant their wishes. Are you against freeing your refugee, Crier?
前にも言っただろう。賛成ってわけじゃねえけど、邪魔をする気もない。俺だって、いつまでもこのままでいいとは思ってない。
Yeah, now I want to see how this route ends. I hope it's a happy one. I will try to get the best ending at least.
わかんねえ。解放してほしいけど、してほしくない。
I recall the last conversation we had about it. He's conflicted. I don't blame him. Sister may only be a soul, but she's happy here.
クララがこんなことになったのは俺の責任だ。だから俺はレイブにいる。パフォーマーの勉強のためなんかじゃねえし、そもそも俺にはそんな資格はない。クララをこんな目に合わせておいて、パフォーマンスを楽しんだり、誰かと仲良くなったりなんてできない。
I see.
俺だけ幸せになる
That's
なん
what
て
he meant. That he.
できるわけないだろ。
That's what he meant. That he doesn't want to get along with the MC.
だからお前とも仲良くする気はないんだ。
There was harsh conviction in his voice. I refused to blame Crier for what he did in the past. He, however, didn't see things that way. He stood by Clara out of some self-imposed obligation born out of guilt. He was a prisoner of the Revue in an entirely different sense. What would Clara think if she heard him talk like this? She would have him snap out of
クリ
it.
エがレイブにいる理由はもう一つあるの。パフォーマンスの勉強よ。
This game sounds very interesting. Sounds dramatic, suspense. What game is it? It's called GENSOU MANÈGE. It's an otome game. Well, ain't that heartbreaking? But I don't swing that way. But can't be friends. Can't be friends at least. Damn.
ええ、クリエは昔からパフォーマンスで人を喜ばせることが好きだったの。レイブはそういうことを勉強するのにうってつけでしょ。そういうこと。クリエなりにここで夢を追ってるのよ。
Clara had spoken about Crier's passion with pride. But Crier denied himself that very passion, punishment he believed he deserved. They both mean the world to each other, and yet neither knows exactly how much the other cares. They're so close, yet so far. Perhaps it was that closeness that perceived notion of knowing one another that hampered true, genuine understanding.
さてと、新規臭い話は終わりだ。そろそろ行こうぜ。
He started walking and he wouldn't stop. The distance he put between us felt more than physical. I don't think the shorts version can see the title of the game. I don't think so, but here. Where was it? It was about that time of day when the guests only slowly trickled in. Oh wait, it is 4 p.m. though, and we did finish the
あら
thingy, but I'll see Clara's POV first. Found myself with an abundance of free time and took a peek outside the park. There I saw Crier and Emma on their way back from shopping.
あんなところで立ち話
They were close enough to the gate that I could approach. Oh, did she?
おかえり
My words were drowned out by the most terrible thing I could possibly hear. I froze on the spot.
クララがこんなことになったのは俺の責任だ。だから俺はレイブにいる。パフォー
Oh.
マーの勉強のためなんかじゃねえし、そもそも俺にはそんな資格はない。
This wasn't some friendly banter. He was serious. He meant every word, and Emma listened with a grim
俺だ
expression.
け幸せになるなんてできるわけないだろ。だからお前とも仲良くする気はないんだ。
何よそれ全部私のためだっていうの
She heard almost everything. She heard those. Okay. My mind was elsewhere all throughout work. Even when I got home and during dinner, I thought of nothing but Crier and Clara. And now I was in my room doing more of the same. I had no idea he genuinely felt that way.
俺だけ幸せになるなんてできるわけないだろ。
His sacrifices were, he believed, his duty as Clara's brother. It was a conviction I couldn't dissuade with words. Oh, thank you, Vicesio. Clara, though, wouldn't want that for him. Of that, I was certain. Then...
魂があれだけ元気でも、そもそも体は目を覚ますかわからないほどの病状なんだ。戻ってもそのまま。
Praying the repeat could very well come at the cost of Clara's life. Still, Crier himself admitted that this is no way to live. Clara wasn't against being freed, but did that mean she had come to terms with her own death? I don't know what to do. Is this really right? He's letting his guilt eat him. But all that matters is his sister. God, that hits so much in the heart. Well, it's a new day. Well, shit. Gonna have to save here. But yeah, I did say that I'll just go halfway through chapter 5 and stop there. And it's 2 hours and a half. So I think that's a good place to stop and then continue until the ending next week. There's only like 2.5 of the game anyway. So I think this is a good place to stop for now. Yeah, we'll get the ending next week. Yeah, I need to dry my tears. Well, you better have your tissues ready next week then, because we're getting the we're getting the ending next week. Oh, is Dean still up? Dean is still up. I can see he's still playing. Yeah, looks like he's still playing. Alright, let's go raid to Dean. He has been raiding me for a while now, so I should just raid to him. Now that I have time to actually raid before him. Oh yeah, let's just go raid to him so that you have a less dramatic game to look at. Yeah. Let me also redirect the stream on the YouTube side to him. We'll see. TY pursue. Hey Lex! Yeah, I do know that you were lurking, but yeah. I didn't say anything because yeah. Thanks for lurking though, Lex. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm playing FF14 with my friends tomorrow. We're gonna be having savage raids on the New Year's Eve. Oh god. New Year's Eve and I'm raiding. Oh boy. Savage raiding, and it's a current expansion raid, so that's gonna be something. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Bye bye.